Hello dear kids, welcome back. Today we are going to learn about fractions. Let's get started. In previous classes, you have learned about the basics of fractions, what is equivalent fraction, comparison of fractions, etc. In this class, we will learn more about fractions. First, we will see fraction as a division. You all know division is equal sharing. If I have 10 chocolates in my hand, I will give it to 2 kids equally. Then each of them will get how many chocolates? 5 chocolates. How do you get 5? 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. If I have 1 apple in my hand and I need to distribute it to 2 kids equally, how will I distribute it to 2 kids? 1 divided by 2. So each of them will get half apple, 1 by 2 apple. Here we can see that fraction we can express it as a division and division can be expressed as fraction. We write the numerator as the dividend and denominator as the divisor. And to express a division as a fraction, we write dividend as the numerator and divisor as denominator. A combination of a whole number and a proper fraction is called a mixed number. In a fraction, if the numerator is greater than or equal to its denominator, it is called improper fraction. Now let's see how to express a mixed number as improper fraction and an improper fraction as a mixed number. To convert the improper fractions into mixed number, we should divide the numerator of the given improper fraction by its denominator. The quotient will be the whole number part and the remainder so obtained will be the numerator of the fractional part. The denominator of the fractional part will be the same as that of the improper fraction. Let's see some examples. Let's convert 12 by 5 into mixed number. We divide 12 by 5. We will get 2 as the quotient and 2 as the remainder. So we will write 2 by 5 is the mixed number. Now let's see how to convert the mixed number into improper fraction. To convert the mixed number into improper fraction, multiply the whole number by the denominator of the proper fraction and to the product so obtained, add the numerator of the fraction to get the numerator of the improper fraction. The denominator of the required improper fraction will be the same as that of the proper fraction. Let's see some examples. Let's convert 4 and 1 by 3 into improper fraction. We will multiply 4 by 3. We will get 12 and add this product to the numerator of the fraction. 4 into 3, 12. 12 plus 1, 13. So denominator is same as that of the proper fraction. So what is the improper fraction here? 13 by 3. Now let's learn about equivalent fraction. See these figures. In these figures, first figure 1 by 3 portion is shaded. In the second figure 2 by 6 portion is shaded. In the third figure 3 by 9 portion is shaded. What do you observe from these figures? In these all 3 figures, the same portion is shaded. So these kind of fractions are called equivalent fractions. 1 by 3 is equal to 2 by 6 is equal to 3 by 9. When we multiply the numerator and denominator of a fraction with the same non-zero number, we will get its equivalent fractions. Observe the following fractions. 2 by 7, 4 by 14, 6 by 21. 4 by 14 we will divide numerator and denominator by 2. We will get 2 by 7. Again 6 by 21 we will divide the numerator and denominator by 3. We will get 2 by 7. These 3 are also equivalent fractions. So when we divide the numerator and denominator of the fraction with the same non-zero number, we will get equivalent fractions. So in these two ways, we will get equivalent fractions of a proper fraction. Let's see some important property of an equivalent fraction. Let's see these equivalent fractions 1 by 4 and 2 by 8. Let's multiply the numerator of the first fraction by denominator of the second fraction. We will get 8. And let's multiply the numerator of the second fraction by denominator of the first fraction. We will get 8. What do you observe here? If two fractions are equivalent, their cross products are equal. The numerator of the first into denominator of second is equal to denominator of first into numerator of second. The method used here is called the cross multiplication method. Fraction in lowest terms. A fraction is said to be in its lowest form or in its simplest form when its denominator and numerator doesn't have any common factors except 1. Let's take an example. 12 by 18. 12 we can write it as 2 into 2 into 3. 18 2 into 3 into 3. So we can divide the numerator and denominator by the product of common factors, that is 2 into 3 6. So we are going to divide 12 and 18 by 6. We will get 2 by 3. So the simplest form of 12 by 18 is 2 by 3. Let's learn comparison of fractions. We will see comparison of fractions with the same denominator. Let's see some examples. In these figures, 4 by 9 is shaded and in the second figure 7 by 9 is shaded. Clearly, the shaded part in the first figure is smaller than in the second figure. Here 4 by 9 is less than 7 by 9, or we can say 7 by 9 greater than 4 by 9. Hence, between two fractions having the same denominator, the numerator having the greater value is greater than the other. Comparison of fractions with the same numerator. Here in the first figure 3 by 5 part is shaded and in the second figure 3 by 7 part is shaded. In the first figure it is divided into 5 equal parts and in the second it is divided into 7 equal parts. Out of 5 equal parts, 3 parts are shaded in the first and in the second, out of 7 equal parts, 3 parts are shaded. Clearly we can see the shaded region in the first strip is more than in the second strip. Thus, 3 by 5 is greater than 3 by 7. Between two fractions with the two numerator, the fractions with the smaller denominator is greater than the other. Comparison of fractions with unlike denominators or unlike numerators. To compare two fractions with unlike denominator or with unlike numerator, we first convert them into like denominator or like numerator. We multiply numerator and denominator by a suitable number. Let's take some examples. Compare 1 by 5 and 3 by 4. We multiply the numerator and denominator of first fraction by 4. We will get 4 by 20. And to the second fraction, we will multiply the numerator and denominator by 5. We will get 15 by 20. Now we can compare 4 by 20 and 15 by 20. They are having same denominator. So we will get 4 by 20 is less than 15 by 20, since 4 is less than 15. Hence, 1 by 5 is less than 3 by 4. Two fractions can also be compared by using cross multiplication method also. Let's see some example. Compare 3 by 11 and 5 by 7. We will cross multiply these fractions. 3 into 7, we will get 21. 11 into 5, we will get 55. Since 21 less than 55, we can say 3 by 11 less than 5 by 7. Let's learn addition and subtraction of fractions with unlike denominators. To add or subtract two fractions with unlike denominators, we first convert them into like denominators. This can be done by multiplying numerator and denominator with the same non-zero number. After converting the fractions into like denominators, we can add or subtract. Let's take one example. Let's add 1 by 12 and 5 by 6. Here the denominators are 12 and 6. So we will make the denominator of second fraction as 12. How do we make it as 12? We will multiply the numerator and denominator of the second fraction by 2. So the second fraction will become 10 by 12. So the two fractions are having like denominators now. Then we will add the numerators of two fractions. 1 plus 10. It is 11. And the denominator is same. It is 12. So we will get the answer as 11 by 12. So to add or subtract like fractions, we add or subtract the numerators to obtain the numerator of the required fraction. Denominator of the required fraction is the common denominator of the given fractions. Multiplying a fraction and a whole number. You all know multiplication is repeated addition. Let's multiply 5 with a fraction 3 by 4. What does it mean? 3 by 4 has to be added 5 times. In order to multiply the fraction with a whole number, you need to multiply the whole number with the numerator and write the denominator as it is. So here 3 by 4 into 5 is equal to 3 into 5 by 4, that is 15 by 4. Now let's see multiplication of a fraction by another fraction. To multiply two or more fractions, we multiply numerators separately and denominators separately. 2 by 5 into 1 by 3 is equal to 2 into 1 divided by 5 into 3, that is 2 by 15. Division of fractions. Before going into the division of fraction, we will learn what is multiplicative inverse. Two numbers are said to be multiplicative inverse of each other if their product is 1. For example, 3 into 1 by 3 is equal to 1. Since the product of 3 and 1 by 3 is 1, multiplicative inverse of 3 is 1 by 3. To get the multiplicative inverse of a fraction, we can interchange the numerator and denominator of the fraction. To divide a fraction by a whole number or by another fraction, we multiply the multiplication inverse of the divisor. Let's see some examples. Divide 3 by 4 by 5. Here the divisor is 5. So the multiplicative inverse of 5 is equal to 1 by 5. Here we will multiply 3 by 4 into 1 by 5. So the answer is 3 by 20. Let's see another example. Here we will divide a fraction by another fraction. 2 by 5 by 3 by 7. Here the divisor is 3 by 7. Multiplicative inverse of 3 by 7 is 7 by 3. So we will multiply 2 by 5 into 3 by 7. We will get 14 by 15. To divide a whole number by a fraction also, we will do the same approach. Here the divisor is 3 by 5. So we will multiply 2 with multiplicative inverse of 3 by 5. That is 2 into 5 by 3. 2 into 5 by 3. That is 10 by 3. 10 by 3 can be written as 3 and 1 by 3. I hope you understand this session. With a different topic, we will see you in the next class. I wish all of you a happy learning.